Good morning, second grade. Oh, as you might be able to tell from the board, we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're not learning a whole new list of spelling words. We're going to learn one new word. We're going to review some of our newer phonograms. We are also going to review the words that we've been working on for the past 8 lessons because we'll have our quiz on those tomorrow. So quiz on list M tomorrow. All right, so our first phonogram we're going to write is R. Class, what are you going to write? Good, R, say it while you write it. All right, class, this is, put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote. What is it? Good, R. All right, our next phonogram is Ch. What are you going to write? Good. Ch. Sh. Say it while you write it. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Good. Ch. Sh. This is our ch. All right, those are just for the word we're going to do today. Now let's do a couple of our, actually, let's do some older phonograms that I noticed before when I quizzed you on them. These were the ones that were giving us the most trouble. Let's do ah that we do use at the end of English words. Class, what are you going to write? Good, ah that we do use at the end of English words. Write it and say it while you write it. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Good, ah that we do use at the end of English words. This is our ah that we do use at the end of English words. So if you didn't have that, write it. Say it while you write it. All right, our next phonogram is oo. Class, what are you going to write? Good, oo. Say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under that phonogram, class. What is it? Good, oo. Sometimes we think this is one of our oo U's. It's not. This one only says oo. All right. So if you didn't have that, write it. Say oo while you write it. Our last phonogram we'll do today is g, 2-letter g, always followed by a vowel. What are you going to write, class? Good, g, 2-letter g, always followed by a vowel. Write it. Say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under that phonogram, class. What is it? Good, g, 2-letter g, always followed by a vowel. All right, class, this is our g, 2-letter g, always followed by a vowel. All right, let's review our phonograms that we wrote. What's this one? Excuse me. You had some extra time to think. Hopefully you got it. Good, ah that we do use at the end of English words. How about this one? Good, R. This one? Good, ch, k, sh. How about this one? Good, g, 2-letter g, always followed by a vowel. And this one? Good, ew. All right, our word today, class, is March. What's the word? Good, March. Now we're going to start by writing the march. That is a thing you can do, right? We will march up to, or we will march in the parade. March. All right, so if it's an action, class, which part of speech is this march? All right, if you said verb, you are correct. If you didn't, just remember parts of speech, our answers would be noun, verb, adjective, adverb, pronoun. Those are the parts of speech we know right now. All right, so this march is the verb, the thing you can do. Class, what sounds do you hear in the word march? Good. Our sounds are R, ch. Say the sounds while you write them. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word, class. What is it? Good. Good. R. And good. Ch. All right, make sure your word looks like this, including that the first letter looks like this. All right, if your first letter looks different than this, you're kind of anticipating what we're doing later, but I always tell you if we need to capitalize something in a word. All right, so does this need a marking? This one? Good. This? Good. Pick up your pencil. Let's read our word. Good. March. All right. Now, march is a verb, right? It's something that you can do. Class, which month did we just start? We're on the third day of the third month. What's the name of the third month of the year? Let's see, January, February, what comes next? March. Interesting. All right, our month of March is spelled exactly the same, right? Because there's no other R sound and there's no other ch sound in English. So March is spelled the same except, actually, wait, before we get to this March is a verb. Which part of speech, so noun, verb, adjective, adverb, pronoun, which part of speech would our month be? So you remember, start with, is it a noun? Is it a person, place, thing, or idea? All right, last week my class was telling me that February was not a noun. So I hope you remembered that our months are nouns. Months are things, right? So a month is a thing. A specific month, all right, remember we have common nouns and we have proper nouns. One of those gets a capital letter. I think you probably remember that our month always gets a capital letter. So is March the month? Is that a common noun or a proper noun? Did you say proper noun? I hope so. All right, so our proper nouns are ones that start with a capital letter. So your name is a proper noun. My name is a proper noun. Gallop is a proper noun. All right, so March, our month March, is a proper noun. So what are we going to write to spell our month March? Good, our sounds are R, ch. What kind of are we going to use for our proper noun? Good, we're going to use a capital for our proper noun, March. So capital say the sounds while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good, what kind of Good, capital I almost said which that doesn't make sense because there's only one in English, but what kind of we need a capital What's next? Good, R. And good, ch. All right, so make sure your month, March, looks like this. That glare, let's get it out of the glare so you can actually see it. All right, class, does this need a marking? How about this? Good. And this? Good. All right, pick up your pencil and mark it. All right, class, let's read our word. Good, March. So March, the verb, and March, the proper noun, we could put those on our HHH page. Oh, let's try and remember which of our HHH words March and March are. Look at them. Are they spelled the same? We would say they're spelled the same, even though this one needs a capital of the same letter, but if you look at the spelling, it's the same. Capitalization is kind of different from spelling. So they're spelled the same. Do they sound the same? March, March. Do they mean the same thing? No, they don't. So let's see, our words that sound the same are spelled the same, but mean different things. Which of our HHH words is that? All right, I hope you said homonym. Homonym. Remember homophones? So homographs, we have very few of those. So we usually, it's not going to be a homograph. If it is, since we've had so few, I would tell you. I would say this is a homograph, or we go over what a homograph is, and then I tell you. So usually our HHH words, it's going to be a homonym or a homophone. Homophone, remember, means same sound, but homophones are spelled differently. If they're spelled the same, it's a homonym. Homonym. All right, class, and we will put these in our notebooks in the next section, but before I end this video, I want to do some quick review. Now these are things we've been reviewing in class. I just want to make sure that if you're not coming into school that you're also getting some review of these. You might know these things already. If you don't, it's really important. So I know you're going to pay attention and work hard. All right, my first question is, what are the vowels in our alphabet? What are the vowels in our alphabet? All right, so class, if right now you're not sure, okay, we know we need to practice that. So I'll try and have us practice every day in the videos, but you practice on your own. All right, we've got to know our vowels. Class, can you tell me what they are? Okay. All right, so if you thought, oh my gosh, I don't know, and you didn't say the little thing that we like to say, make sure you're listening carefully. All right, our vowels are what, class? Good. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes, good, Y. Put a box around that because it's only sometimes a vowel. Now, class, the reason our vowels are so important, one reason is it's the vowels that drive our syllables. Right? Remember, every English syllable has to have a vowel. And we can have a syllable with just one vowel, right? We saw that yesterday in our word able, right? That first syllable was just A. So our vowels are important because they're what's going to drive each syllable. So that's important for spelling, making sure we have enough, we know the syllables. It's also important for reading. Like if we want to read a big word that we haven't seen before, the first thing we do after we find any phonograms that are more than one letter is we find our vowels and we find out how many syllables we have. All right, so it's very, very important that we know our vowels. We can say them like that. Okay, if we have to think, we want to keep working on that. So one more time, class, what are our vowels? Good, our vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. So one reason that that is important is, like I just said, so we can read and it helps us with our spelling. The other, we'll come to the other one in just a second. So vowels, very, very important. This is also very important. So I'll ask you and take 30 seconds to think about it. Don't just say the first thing that comes into your mind. Make sure it actually is the thing I'm asking. All right, class, what is a suffix? Like I said, I know we have a lot of different words when we're talking about literacy. We have because we have grammar and spelling and all kinds of different things. So I'm just kind of focusing on some of the most important ones right now. A suffix. I should have marked up vowel so we could read it too. All right, what is a suffix? Oh, I wish I could hear what everyone's saying. It's easy for me to know the students who come here if they know it. It's hard for me to know. I can't hear you through the video. A suffix is an... All right, I like to say a suffix is an ending. It's something that we put on the end of our word, and it changes when we would use it. It might change the tense of the word. It might make a singular noun plural, but a suffix is an ending. And if we actually look at the word ending, we have a suffix in the word ending, right? This suffix, oh, we see that all the time. A suffix is an ending. All right, class, can tell me, or sorry, you told me that a suffix is what? An ending. Can you give me an example of a suffix? Even if you didn't remember any before, I hope everyone at least said this, since I just told you that's a suffix, ing, right? What's another one? All right, another one is one of our phonograms, and it has the word ending in it, so we know that it's a suffix. What is that? Which phonogram, after we say the sounds, do we say something, something ending? Past tense, ending. What's another suffix, class? Good, ed, d, t. All right, what's another one? All right, my afternoon class, they love this suffix. It's one of their favorites. This one either makes a singular noun plural, right? It would turn pen into pens. Or if I want to talk about something else and it's just one person, I could say I like rabbits, but I couldn't say Jacob like rabbits. That doesn't make any sense. So I would add this to my verb like. So it's Jacob likes rabbits. So this one, very useful. We use it for nouns and verbs. And then of course, those students also love to tell me that sometimes I have to use this. Sometimes I can't use just this. Sometimes I use this. And then there's one more that they like to tell me. It makes a verb into a noun. It makes hunt into hunter and paint into painter. What is that, class? Good, the of her. And then let's see. Some of you might remember this. All right, so we use this for some of our verbs, like I would say written, right? She has written me a letter. So this is another one that we've seen some. All right, so one more time, class. What is a suffix? Good, a suffix is an ending. These are some examples of our suffixes. All right, so we've gone over vowels and we've gone over suffixes. The other thing I would like us to review has to do with putting these things together. We have some rules for when we're adding vowel suffixes to the end of words. All right, so we've got rules for when we're adding vowel suffixes. Well, we've got to know what vowel suffixes are to be able to do those rules. Vowel suffixes. All right, so I think somehow if we put together our vowels and our suffixes, we'll know what vowel suffixes are. Class, can anyone remember vowel suffixes? All right, yesterday one of my students said it's a suffix that has a vowel in it. Well, that's not it. Almost all of our suffixes have a vowel. It's not just a suffix that has a vowel in it. The vowel has to be in a specific place in our suffix. Do you remember? All right, class, listen. A vowel suffix is a suffix that starts with a vowel. Listen one more time, then I'm going to have you say it with me. A vowel suffix is a suffix that starts with a vowel. All right, class. What is a vowel suffix? Say it with me. A vowel suffix is a suffix that, this is the key word, starts with a vowel. The vowel has to be at the beginning. So let's look at our list of suffixes, see which ones are vowel suffixes. If you don't remember the vowels, that's why we have them written down. Class, is this a vowel suffix? It sure is, because this is a vowel. All right, is this a vowel suffix? So look at the first letter. It is, isn't it? Yep, that is a vowel suffix. Okay, is this a vowel suffix? This is at the beginning of the suffix and it is not a vowel. This one's not a vowel suffix. Is this one a vowel suffix? It sure is. How about this one? Absolutely. Earlier of her is a vowel suffix, because this is a vowel. And how about this one? That one is too. All right, so these are some of our vowel suffixes. We'll keep learning more, maybe some more this year, definitely more in 3rd grade. So on Friday, we're going to review our different rules for adding vowel suffixes to the ends of our words, but we just want to make sure we know what a vowel suffix is. Right, so class, what is a vowel suffix? Good, a vowel suffix is a suffix that starts with a vowel. The vowel has to be at the beginning for it to be a vowel suffix. All right, nice job, class. I'll see you in our next videos and we'll do some reviews.